Check settings. Give me receiving content. We looking good. We looking good. Hope everything's fine with the lights, with the sound. No pop filter. Get this out of here. No pop filter going on. There we go. Yeah. All right, guys. Look, let's just do this the right way. Let's run the music. Is this the right song? So it's not the right song. Oh, hey, man. You know, you take one day and you get out your rhythm. You got to get back in your rhythm. Tim Black. All right. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, how you doing? It's your man Tim Black. You tuned into the Tim Black at Night show. I want to give it up to you guys. First, let me say, look, I was off yesterday. I hadn't taken a day off in a long time. Felt like I needed to take it to like recoup. But I feel great though. I feel energized. And you know what? Part of the reason why I needed that day off is that for a week I just ate whatever I wanted, and I know that has something to do with my mood and my energy level. See, I'm pre-diabetic, so I gotta really watch what I eat. So I'm back on eating what I need to eat in the morning and during the daytime, and I'm good. I feel great. You'll see. You'll see it. So if I did a show yesterday, it'll look bad. All right, it would look bad. It would have been bad. It wouldn't have been me. All right, and health is most important. I don't care, who you are. Your health is most important. So you take care of that and get yourself back on track, whoever you are, everybody out there, right? Are you still doing P90X? Hey, what up, rap? Let me give a shout out to my people on the Wolfpack. Tim Black's Wolfpack on YouTube. Look, guys, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for coming back today. And let's get ready to rock and roll. When Our Rap says, Tim, are you still doing P90X? Dude, after I caught the flu, I kind of fell off, man, to be honest with you. And I still worked out, but I stopped doing P90X. And now, I need to get back into something. I think I'm going to join the gym. P90X is I'm getting a little bit older. I know that's an excuse, right? But, I don't know. I'll see, man. I might get back into the P90X. I might. You know what I mean? I was actually looking at a gym membership, man. But look, guys, we got two very interesting topics. Meerkat, my bad, Meerkat people, how y'all doing? What's up? I got, you know what? Also, before I get into the show, I want to thank Roland S. Martin. I called into the Roland S. Martin show today, and I got right on to the program and had a great conversation on the air with Roland S. Martin. First time I'd done that. It was cool, and I'm a fan of Roland S. Martin. I like the way he handles his business, and we had a good topic, and I appreciate the opportunity, man. It's nice to have people that you respect and you sort of watch from afar. He's one of them. So I look at Roland S. Martin, how he conducts himself, how he does his work, how he maintains his professionalism, and I look at D.L. Hughley for the way he interjects his comedy into his political viewpoints, social satire, social commentary. So those two guys, man, big time. Where's my stream? Oh, here we go. Got it. Because what I like to do, guys, is I like to look at my comments from over here when I got the phone way over there. Drink water. It was Snowman says, drink water. I drink a lot of water, man. I would show you all these empty, liters of water that's over here, man. I drink a lot of water. But yeah, I'm trying to, you're right. I need to get off the Diet Coke. It's horrible. It's horrible stuff. And actually, I haven't drank that in the last couple days. It's a pleasure I need to get out. All right, let me stop, guys. Let me stop. Because I could talk, man. And we can talk after the show. I'll do a stream on Meerkat. Guys, get the Meerkat app so you can follow and just chime in on regular stuff, regular conversation about different issues, different things, whatever. Because tonight, Oh, tonight. Tonight I want to talk about two things. I want to get the party started. I want to get get it rolling. And let me give you guys the number, right? The number is 323-870-4064. 323-870-4064. That's the number you can call in and speak your mind about either of these issues. But I'm going to go one at a time, and hopefully, you know what, we're going to go as long as we need to go to get to these two. I think we're going to have to revisit at least one of them in the very near future because I want to do justice to it. But I feel moved I got to do it. So first of all, let me get the one that I know everybody knows about out the way because, hey, it's going to be short. Robert Deere, the killer, right? The Colorado shooter, the Colorado killer, the Colorado domestic terrorist, the white domestic terrorist, whatever you want to call him. People call him different stuff. He get a lot of labels, right? I use them in a couple posts myself to shed light on other issues. That's what you do. You take something current, you take something old, you put them together. Now you give the old thing more life. Get it? It's called a hook. I learned that after getting rejected from a number of stories that I'd written for some feature magazines. And someone told me, they said, hey, we like what you wrote, but you need a hook. And that's the hook. So, Robert Deere, he went to court today. He found out he may be executed. A lot of dry eyes over here. I don't know about you. I'm ready for him to go. Already. You know, we got to call him suspected killer, accused. But, yeah, he did it. Unless you think he got multiple personalities and somebody else did it who looked like him, smell like him, talk like him, walk like him. Right? Yeah. So he went to court. He found out he may die. He didn't have much to say. He looked at the ground a lot. It's interesting. His public defender is the same one who defended the Aurora shooter. You know, orange carrot top dude. Crazy guy. Crazy looking guy. So here we go, guys. Here we go, right? The vacant looks on their faces. So what's bothering me about Robert Deere is not just the fact that he's alive, still with us. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm not for executions. But the thing I want to point out about Robert Deere is this. The New York Times, well, you know, I am for executions, but not by the hands of the cops. Cops shouldn't execute anybody. See, what Robert Deere got was proper procedure. Y'all feel me? Robert Deere got proper procedure. I just wish more people would get proper procedure. And until we all get proper procedure, none of us should get proper procedure. You feel me now? See what I'm saying? That's that double standard thing we be talking about. So, the New York Times, make sure I got enough V on that. The New York Times did an article where they tried to, I'm not going to say try to, this is what they said in the article. They labeled Robert Deere as a gentle loner, somewhat of a recluse, hard to find type of guy, living out in the sticks, originally in the sticks of North Carolina, then moved to Colorado, just a guy that was detached, a man of very few words, you know, they started giving me the impression, based on the article, right, that Robert Deere is a sort of a victim of propaganda, manipulation by the smear tactics done by those on the right who want to do away with Planned Parenthood, particularly the whole body part smear campaign thing. Now, if you don't know, guys, you know, that was bullshit, okay? There was no people meeting in diners talking about selling body parts. That was all done. That was all lies on camera, right? Alex Jones style, Mark Dice style, right? Where they did that just to influence you because they want to get rid of the Planned Parenthood. Okay? Anti-abortion people did that, and that's what they wanted to do. And they say justified lying. They justified everything they're doing by saying we want to save lives and we will go to any extreme to do it. And we don't apologize for it, but yeah, we did lie. So that's the deal. Those are not true. That's been debunked. Those videos have been debunked. Okay? All right. But they're trying to say that Robert Deere is somehow a victim of those ads. And I put out a video earlier, and I told you guys, I said, you know what? A lot of people saw those ads, but a lot of people didn't go to a clinic and hold, I don't know how many people hostage, kill 2 civilians and 1 officer, and wound, attempt to kill 9 others. So I don't want to hear about this guy's poor exposure. It's like people who blame rap music. Oh, they were listening to rap music. If you listen to rap music, you go kill people. If you listen to hard rock, you commit suicide. I mean, nothing else is a factor here? What about the fact that he's a cold-blooded bastard? How about that part? Don't get me wrong. I'm not letting these people on the planet who did the smear campaign off the hook. I'm just saying, dude, you can't make them liable for everything. Same thing with the people with the Black Lives Matter thing. I fought Bill O'Reilly. I fought all these people with all this Black Lives Matter crap. We hate it. It's like they comparing it to the Ku Klux Klan, but they've lynched no one. I say, you know what? Those people who did that, they bear some of the responsibility of the 5 people who got shot at the rally in Minneapolis, but they don't bear all the responsibility. I'm not going to say write articles and make the killers, or not killers in this case, the shooters off the hook because Bill O'Reilly said some insensitive crap on TV. No, that's not how it works. We don't get to do that. And you know what? And I get to call it out whether it's liberals doing it or conservatives. Because that's how I roll. Y'all feel me? So, Robert Deere, we don't care what his influences are. Nope. Nope. Don't worry. As he tries to explain, we're going to throw on some Kanye. Flashing lights. Whatever. Throwing some Jay-Z. On to the next in a minute. But you get it. Choose one. And give him that juice cocktail we've heard so much about. I don't care what the ingredients are. It could be battery acid in that shit. I don't care. This guy, And stop trying to make his hair look kinky too. He a hillbilly. Any black in his blood is oil or dirt, mud water. Stop trying to make him like a black dude. He ain't no black dude. Don't get it twisted. This is a white guy. Not that it matters. but, that's the fact. All right, so that's all I got to say about Robert Deere. Please, guys, chime in on this. What do you think about Robert Deere? What do you think about the chance of him getting executed? Do you think he's going to get that insanity plea? What's going to happen with that? I got my first caller. Come on in here, first caller. What up, Kim? How you doing, lady? Well, my bad. Let me try that again. It ain't working. Try it again. What up, Kim? How you doing, lady?
How's the king?
How's the queen? Much better than I got one. How you doing, lady? What's going on?
I'm doing all right. I'm listening to you talk about this stuff. You know what I keep thinking? It made me think of this. It made me think of my kids when they get in trouble. And they say, Mommy, what happened was... See, then they had changed, and then they had walked down the street, and this is what happened was...
Right.
This is some BS. This fool is crazy. He crack. I done already read about him. He crack. Ain't been to him crack. He been walking around acting crack for years. And they gonna kill him because these white women is pissed.
Hello?
They said it's crime against women.
Oh, shit.
They gonna take him out. Watch. They gonna take him out.
You say the ladies ain't gonna play, huh?
Nope. They didn't kill no Hispanic women. They didn't kill no black women. They didn't kill no Indian women. He shot white women. And you know what that means in this country. You know what that means. And it's a shame because the people are people at the end of the day, but it's a shame that we have to always keep going back to the same factor, race. Race. And so, I know you got many people listening, they're probably say, damn, there's always race coming up. You can't help but know it's race with this crap. And then you want to come up with all this, I want to hear all of that, what happened, what a story. So it's just lame. It's just lame. And then you'll look at another case and nobody don't know what the hell to do. You take Tamir Rice. We don't have a clue what to do. Y'all got all this education and now you don't know what to do. Stop insulting our intelligence. I'm just outdone. Really.
I feel you, man.
So as usual, I digress and I will listen.
Wow. Hey, look, I feel you though, man. It's the elephant in the room. Hey, thank you, Kim, for the call, lady. Give it up for Kim, y'all. Give it up for Kim, man. Hey, Kim's just saying, look, guys, I gotta cut my V up a little bit. Don't fault Kim. Look, Kim's not making it racial, but there are racial components to all cases that get major publicity like this. All right? So you can't fault her for that. And I won't deny that race is the issue in a lot of cases. Ones that get this much publicity, come on, man. You live in a country where it's everywhere. From the way the women style their hair, to come on, man. It's everywhere. It's in every piece of society. So we can't say it doesn't matter. But if he hadn't killed anybody, we wouldn't be talking about this, would we? I mean, it's usually race plus something else. All right, y'all give me that right. That ain't, what I'm saying? Y'all give me that. Y'all can agree with that. Like, it's race plus something else. In this case, it's race plus this bastard shot people. So, you know what I'm saying? So we look at the race issue and we look at the killer issue. All right? And we're saying that Kim's saying she feels he's going to get executed because he shot white women. I was saying I didn't even want it to get that far. Check my Twitter. Go to Twitter. Go to @TimBartender. If you do that, you'll find that before they even identified him or caught him, I said just kill him. I was like, my man, look, I got a guy right now on Meerkat. Let me shout you out, Meerkat. Irish Mike. And Meerkat says, stick a bullet in his head and be done with him. He's a scumbag. Execute him and be done. Anything that divides us as a people is counterproductive. Give it up for my man, Irish Mike. I mess with Irish Mike. I like Irish Mike. Irish Mike sound like me. That's how I sounded when I first heard about it. When I first heard that he was shooting up the place. When I first heard he had this place. Because I was watching the whole thing. I was following the whole thing. The whole standoff. I was like, you know what? Just go in and handle business. I did a video to that point. Let me go check out this other call. Hey, you live with Tim Black at night. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey, you're live with Tim Black.
This Byron. This Byron from Houston.
Hey, Byron from Houston. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I wanted to talk about the whole Trump video that I saw you did earlier with the black pastors.
Hey, well, you know what? Go ahead, man. Hey, look, guys. I did a video about Trump, and I ain't got no reason why I can't respond. I want to respond to that to this man. Go ahead, B.
Well, personally, I think the black pastors should be endorsing Trump. I feel like, I'll be honest, I am a bit more of a black conservative. But even beyond that, I believe that if you get beyond the superficial and the emotional things that black people typically attach to the Republican platform or the conservative platform, because we both know that just because you're Republican doesn't necessarily mean that you're conservative. But the deal is, what people typically attach to it is all of the superficial reasons, and we don't get into the nitty-gritty of what the party actually stands for in terms of conservative values, fiscal responsibility, all the things that I feel like right now will basically reinvigorate the black community in a positive way. I feel like we need to go back to our traditional values. I feel like Big Mama was a conservative. Big Mama was a conservative, but we voted Democrat for superficial reasons, thinking that it was all about race, but it's really not about race. If you know what if that makes any sense to you. So I believe that the black pastor should be voting for Donald Trump. I will hopefully, if he does win, him or Ben Carson. I like a lot of them. I like even Kasich, a couple of them I like. But even beyond that, that's my opinion. I think they should be. I think a pastor, being a God-fearing true pastor and being a liberal, to me is an oxymoron. I believe that the two don't even go together. I mean, how you going to be a pastor and then stand for gay marriage or abortion or any of these things that most
Donald,
liberals
you know,
tout in their platform?
Hey, B, hold on, B.
That's just what I believe.
Okay, you kind of confusing me though, B, because you saying, can you hear me? B, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me, B? Can y'all hear me? I know y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me on YouTube? Dude. Let me make sure you can hear me. Look at this guy. So y'all can hear me. Can you hear me out here, guys? Yeah, you can hear me. All right, guys. You're not responding, so maybe you can't hear me, dude. All right. But I want to make sure that people can hear me because I had a problem with a... Hold on, let me make sure, man. Oh, damn, I can't type. I need to make sure y'all can hear me before I do this. I don't want to say it like, you hear me. Okay, thanks, Rap. All right. Dude B, I wanted to respond and I kept asking you, could you hear me? I thought my mic wasn't working. Dude, one hand you say pastors should support Donald Trump, and the other hand you said something about gay marriage and traditional values. What makes you think Donald Trump is against gay marriage and he's for traditional values? What? Because he's a rich guy? What? People kill me with this, man. Look, I'm not saying Donald Trump's the worst person in the world. I happen to think Huckabee's worse than him, but. But come on, man. This guy's a jokester. And in my opinion, no pastor should be endorsing any politician. In my opinion. I believe in the separation of church and state. And don't give me that whole thing that Roland S. Martin gave me earlier today, even though I did not try to disagree with him. That's his opinion. But on my show, I will disagree with people. And I will say, dude, if you say I'm a reverend, I can endorse who I would like to endorse, but I'm not doing so as a clergyman. I'm doing so as a person. Well, dude, you can't separate the two. You can't be like, well, right now I'm a private citizen, and then come pick up your money and your tithing money or whatever on Sundays. You are always a reverend or always a bishop, always a pastor. So I don't understand how I just don't get it, man. I don't think politicians want, or should seek endorsements from reverends or pastors. Now, if that's the way you want to vote, that's fine. I would like to know what policies you like from Trump, though. Specifically, same thing with Benjamin Carson. What policies? See, people like the idea of people. This is the idea year or something. The idea election. You like the idea. People like the idea of Hillary. People like the idea of Trump. People like the idea of Carson. What about them policy-wise do you like? Because you just want to get back to being Republican? Show me a good Republican. Show me a Republican whose points I can get behind, and then I can change my opinion. But I haven't seen any policies from Trump that I admire. I hear talk like, we need to be great again. How will we do that, sir? We just need to be great again. We just need to beat up China, okay? How will we do that, sir? Switch subject. Fast forward, rewind. It keeps doing that. But anyway, let me get back to Robert Deere. That's where I fell on that, man. Kimberly Santana. Kimberly said Hillary's a pimp. She's like, what's my girl? Maria Sorvino? On Empire. Who's in there? She like her, man. Pimpin'. Pimpin' be pimpin'. Hillary be pimpin'. She be pimpin'. All right. Let me stop, man. Y'all got me acting, see? Well, man, he meant what he said, though. And look, man, like I said, you can vote for who you want. All right. All right, guys. I'm hesitating. Do we need to stay on this issue, guys? Does anybody? Let me check Meerkat. Irish Mike says Trump makes some valid points, and there is no way Trump is a racist. There's no way that. How is there no way Trump is a racist? Dude, there's a way anybody can be a racist. There's always a way. You shouldn't make comments like that, bro. When someone has no way possible. That's like saying, like, people said Sandusky, there's no way Sandusky molested those boys. Famous last words are, there's no way. Or very horrible statements begin with, there is no way. There is a way. I'm not saying he is, though. I don't know. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. I care about what he's done. See, racist to me is a label we give people, right? But, and this arbitrarily given to people that we don't like or that we're pissed off with. You get it? You know, people are doing that right now about some people that I know who I don't feel are racist, but they feel they're racist. It's arbitrary. It's beauty. Racism is in the eye of the beholder. And sometimes the only thing in their eye is mud, and that's why they're calling you a racist. But Donald Trump, I don't know. I don't care. I care about what he's done. I care about what his actions show. And if your actions show, if you've done things that are racist, that's a problem. Forget the feelings. I get a feeling that you might be this way or that way. Now, what has this sucker done? All right. And I will give you, he does have a point. Don't be beholden to any party. And I've been saying that. You haven't been here, Irish Mike. I've been saying that from the beginning. I kind of fell off the politician stuff for a while because we're so far out. And I don't want to do that every day. Let's keep talking about politics. And I'm going too far now, but hell, we got the phone for 2 hours. We can do this show as long as we want. As long as y'all feel like watching, we can keep going. But I agree, no one should be in the tank for any party. Don't jump in your category. Don't jump in the category people think you should be in. Look at everyone. Look at them all. But right now, there's too many people in there for you to be looking, in my opinion. It's just too many people, bruh. Right now, right? On the Republican side. Let's dwindle it down a little bit, see what we're working with. And then, on this channel here, IamTimBlack.com, guys, we will be looking at who's left, everyone. And we will be taking a close look. And I don't mean when we get to, the runoff. I'm talking about up till then. Because some of these people got to go, dog. Irish Mike, my man B, some of them got to go. But when we get closer, we're going to look closely. And I'm not going to discount a Republican just because he's a Republican. That ain't how I roll. That's not what I didn't say that, and that's not what I meant. But I'm saying show me policy points. Don't just tell me, hey, I like Carson, hey, I like Trump. And you know what? I don't want people to tell me they like Bernie. Unless you can tell me why. All right? Don't tell me you like Hillary. Unless you can tell me why. Don't tell me you like O'Malley. Just don't tell me that, because I know what kind. I'm from, I grew up in Maryland. I spent a lot of time in Baltimore as well. And if that's any indication of how he gonna run the country, I got a lot of reservations based on experience. But don't just tell me you in the tank for anybody unless you give me that. But I'm not saying that this man on the phone couldn't do that. He just couldn't hear me when I was talking to him. So I had to let him go. All right, so let's go. Let's keep it moving, man. So we got a guy, we don't know what's gonna happen with him. But I don't like what the New York Times said. And I'm okay, fine. Maybe they didn't mean to say it that way. Maybe they didn't mean that he was a gentle loner. If you didn't mean he was a gentle loner, don't call him a gentle loner. Just don't do it. Because that, to me, conjures up thoughts of an actual person I should feel sorry for. And I don't feel sorry for people who shoot innocent people. Okay? I just don't. Right? That's how I feel. So I don't want anybody labeling. You say racism the issue, and we shouldn't make it an issue, but look, the New York Times is a liberal magazine, liberal newspaper. They call this man a gentle loner. His backstory. Did you hear people say that about? Who'd you hear them say that about? I heard them say it about Eric Garner. They called him a gentle giant, but he actually was a gentle giant. He never, as much as broken a fingernail on somebody else that I'm aware of. This guy broke apart families. You realize that? And how would you know a person's a gentle loner unless you could somehow go back in time and really know that? I just wouldn't print that. And I think it's done for an agenda to try to put the onus to say this guy was so gentle and non-combative and non-threatening and unassuming or whatever the hell. And then all of a sudden he watched TV one day and he saw the rhetoric about Planned Parenthood, baby parts, and he lost his damn mind. And I don't agree with that. And I think that is manipulation. Y'all feel me? And B, if you hang on, I will come back to you towards the end of the show, man. Or you can call back. But I got to move it on, man. I'm not going to stay here because that's not the topics for tonight, okay? But I appreciate you, though. And we can talk about it later, just not the night for it. I got to get to this story. She deserves the time. And I want to make sure she gets it. I'm looking for do I have an image of her? Rough story, man. In fact, let me give a shout out to Pink Cotton on YouTube. Not YouTube, I'm sorry. Does Pink Cotton have a YouTube channel? Pink Cotton, Attorney Mom, I think it is. Anyway, if you go to my Twitter, you can find her, okay? I was spying on her. Well, not spying on her. I just said something was in my spirit today that I need to reach out to this woman because we had a falling out over something small. And sometimes I can get pissed off kind of quick about things, you know. And it was something I shouldn't have held against her. This has been over a year. Almost a year, not that long. About 9 months, 6 months. I don't know, too long. So anyway, I saw that she was tweeting about this story about a woman by the name of India Kager. And I'm like, wow, this woman is in Virginia Beach. I've been to Virginia Beach. I've been to Virginia. I can't talk, but I've been there. So I'm like, wow, okay, what happened to this woman? This looks horrible. And I just want to share with you a story that kind of got by me. But it definitely deserves to be talked about. There's this couple that was they were at a gas station, if I'm not mistaken. And there was some type of altercation between the father of it's a man and a woman, baby in the back seat. Some type of altercation between the driver and the father with officers. Excuse me. Let me just read it to you. Maybe I get through it better if I just read it. Virginia Beach police have placed 4 officers on administrative leave while they investigate the weekend fatal shooting of a couple inside a vehicle as their 4-month-old son sat in a car Sat in a car seat in the back of the car. The baby was not hurt. Virginia Beach police chief said at a news conference. Now this happened, where's the date? I'm getting this from the Washington Post, my local paper. This is dated September 8th. This is what the Washington Post is saying, right? And they're quoting the police chief, Virginia Beach police chief, Chief Jim Cervera. Cervera said India Kager of College Park, Maryland, very close to me, a place I used to hang out, near my high school. India Kager of College Park, Maryland, and Angelo Perry of Virginia Beach died of their wounds. 4 officers fired 30 rounds at the pair Saturday after they say Perry fired at them. Police said one of the 4 rounds Perry fired struck an officer's shirt, but no one was wounded. The entire encounter from the time officers approached the couple's car to the end of the shooting lasted less than 15 seconds. Cervera said the police officers in a special operations unit had been doing surveillance on Perry, who was a person of interest in a homicide. He said officers learned that Perry, who according to court records was sentenced to 13 years in prison in 2001 for malicious wounding. All right. He was a person of interest in a homicide case, and we did know that he was armed. We knew that he was heavily armed. We did have credible information that he was going to commit a violent act in our city. Kager was sitting in the driver's seat beside Perry when she was fatally shot. In an interview, Kager's mother, Gina N. Best, a mortgage broker from Columbia, Maryland, says she does not believe her daughter was the focus of any law enforcement investigation. It was very clear to me that India was not part of the police investigation based on the responses I got from police. She had nothing to do with it. She was totally innocent, said Best. So, it goes on. Okay. All right. All four are performing administrative duties while the deaths of Kager and Perry are under investigation. The four officers are white and Kager and Perry were black. That's the Washington Post, not me. All right? The mother's heartbroken. Our hearts are broken, she wrote, addressing her daughter as my radiant flower. She posed no threat to the officers that killed her. This hurts beyond words. It's important for people to know that India Kager was a veteran. Best added the tags Navy veteran and refers to Kager's military service and the nationwide activist movement protesting police brutality, Black Lives Matter. Beth said her daughter's death at the hands of law enforcement is especially tragic because her family counts among itself 2 retired D.C. police officers, Kager's father and grandfather, both named Richard Kager. All right, that's enough backstory. I hate reading to y'all. It's just that I wanted to do this story today. I tweeted about it and I said we need to shed some light on it. And what I would like, which would make this perfect. Well, nothing's perfect, but what I would like in the future is for someone to call up with information about India Kager, this story, this case, because I can't just rely on Washington Post. I can't just rely. I mean, I'm local. Holler at me. We can meet for lunch. I'll buy you a bagel. We need to talk about this. All right, so here's the thing. If you are investigating someone and they're with someone, and you're not investigating the person that they're with, you're investigating them, why don't we wait till they get along? I mean, if you know the guy's armed, why are you closing in on him when he has somebody in the car with him? I mean, you had to know he had a baby's mother and a child, right? I mean, this is not just an accident. Sounded to me like shitty police work. Excuse my Frenchola. Come on, guys. If you know that this guy is the bad guy with guns and he's killed people and you have a tip that he's going to kill somebody else, why not try to take him when he don't have somebody with him? And what's this about somebody shot you and it went through your clothes, but it didn't hit your body? What kind of stuff is that? What proof do we have that actually happened, guys? Come on now. Come on. I mean, I'm not going to say the cops are lying. I'm saying I'm not sure they're not lying. Okay? But look, back to what I'm saying. I'm not going to accuse the cops of lying. I don't know. You know, that's the thing. I don't accuse people of lying unless I have some type of evidence. Something. It just seems strange to me that somebody can get shot. I mean, I got on a shirt. Can't imagine getting shot in my shirt. But I guess I've seen it on TV. I don't know. Okay, let me leave that alone. Look, guys. India Kager, she wasn't committing a crime. India Kager is an Army vet. India Kager come from a family of cops. Why she with this guy, I don't know. I don't know. Other people probably made videos, probably downing this woman, blaming her for her association with her baby's father. Maybe she thought she could change him. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I'm not going to go into it. I need more information. Other people need to stop doing that. But they won't. They won't. let me get off that. Give me information about the story. I'd love to talk about it more. Based on what I see here, I got a problem with this. If we know the man is violent, we wait till the man is alone. Unless you're telling me he was on his way, he's approaching people, or he's trying to commit some type of felonious act in your presence, then why are we dealing with him right now? Let the baby and the mom get out the car. And if you saw this guy, and there's 4 officers, no one could see that there were other people in this car. 30 rounds in a car with other people in it. Come on. I'm sure somebody will justify it. They wanted to just get home. I want them to get home too. There's other ways to get home, though. We can't say, I want the cops to be able to get home and they should be able to kill everybody else between them and getting home. Even people who haven't committed any crimes. So now we got, let me get this right. We got those 2 officers, what was it, Louisiana? The 2 officers who shot the little baby boy, the 6-year-old boy, autistic child. Everybody wants them stoned to death, right? Just saying. They didn't have a warrant. They were dead wrong. They were dead wrong, right? Why is this case that much different? I mean, they didn't shoot the baby, not because they didn't want to shoot the baby or didn't do an action that would have shot the baby. It's because they got lucky. They just killed his mother. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So why is it that we want to throw the bookshelf, the wall that the bookshelf leans upon, the baseboards at these other 2 guys, which we should want to, but what I'm saying, we don't throw nothing at these 4 guys? 30 bullets are a lot of bullets for one guy. But heck, I guess it ain't that bad, because I just did a story where one guy with no gun got shot 16 times. So I guess, I don't know. They took it easy on his ass, right? See, when you cover these stories, you start seeing little stuff. Your idea of what's bad starts to move, and it becomes very scary. Hence why I need a day off from time to time. For y'all be reading about me in the paper. All right, let me go to the comment section. Let me go to call something. Fantastic. I'm just going to go in order of arrival, guys. Hey.
These other 2 guys, we should want to. So what I'm saying, we don't know nothing of these 4
Hey.
guys.
Hello?
30 bullets are a lot of...
Hey, cut your... hello? Hey, you're live with Tim Black at Night. Who's this? Are you just listening to the show? Are you just listening to the show?